Hello and welcome to Trucking with Schmidt. Today we are finishing up our journey from Indiana. We went out to Shelbyville, Indiana with a load of ribs where we ended up setting for quite a few hours to get unloaded. Then we went over to Greenfield, Indiana to grab a reload, which is in the trailer now, and that is niblets. We have coconut niblets. I don't know what they are. They're inside the trailer now heading from North Sioux City, South Dakota. And that is where we sat for a few more hours because I overslept. But now, everything's going great. We're up here on Highway 20 in Iowa. And we're probably about 150 miles from North Sioux City, South Dakota, where we're going to be delivering this load. We do not need a hammer to see that that tire is low, and that tire does have a nail in it. It's very unfortunate. I'm going to jump back out, put the air gauge to it, and make sure she at least gets enough air to finish our journey to Sioux City, but she was squatting down a little bit. Now granted, we are leaning quite a bit because we are parked on an off-ramp to Highway 20. A lot of people don't like to park on or off ramps. My theory on that is I don't like to park in truck stops. Even though the tire does look a little squatty, it still has 95 pounds of air in it, which I only run 110 pounds of air in all the rest of the tires. So yes, it does have a nail, and yes, it is low and it does need repair, but it's going to be a-okay for the rest of our journey. The weather today is warm. They're expecting the temperatures to get up to about 96 degrees, and it's sitting right now at 90 degrees, but the humidity is what's been the killer the past 2 days. That humidity has been sitting right at 98% for 2 days straight now. Just opening the door on the truck, instantly the gauges fog over. Kitty cat under the hood is doing some serious struggling on trying to find the proper amount of air to breathe into that beautiful turbo of hers. It is so humid out. It tried to sprinkle a little bit on us a few miles back, but it finally gave up, and now it's just hot and humid. Speaking of rain, once we get stopped, I got one heck of a good rain story for you. Earlier, well, a couple videos ago, I told you Mom and Dad are going to the Black Hills. They got flooded. They were running up Interstate 29 and they got flooded really bad. I'll put some pictures up here in a little bit just to show you how much they got flooded out. Pretty nasty stuff. Apparently Interstate 29, I don't have a mile marker or what town it was in, but it completely shut down because the floodwater went over it. So all the cars had to deviate off of Interstate 29. And when they did that, if I gather everything right, that's what they found. They had the fire department, they had the cops, local and state. They had the DNR, they had the state crews, everybody out trying to get traffic through the floodwater. Dad had said if he would have opened up his doors, he would have flooded. I think I have more room than what I think I have here. So I'm going to back up and hit it at a little bit of a different angle. By the way, we're up here in North Sioux City, South Dakota right now. North Sioux City is only about a mile or two into South Dakota, out of Sioux City, Iowa. There must be more niblets in this trailer than what they really want to mess with. I walked into the receiving center and his exact words were, of course after he's seen my paperwork, his exact words were, "I do not want to beep with that today. That is too much." So they're going to send me over to the north lot where we're going to drop this trailer off and just leave it here for them to worry about on another day. At the beginning of the week, I was really questioning if I wanted to bring Opie. Actually, I was really questioning if I made a mistake and didn't bring Opie, because it was nice and cool at the beginning of part of the week. Humid, yes, but nice and cool. I'm really glad I did not bring Opie this week. It was hot. I'm not complaining about the heat. As most of you know, I love summer versus winter, but it would have been warm for the German, even in the truck. No matter what, this weekend, no matter what the family is doing, I'm going to have to pass on it because I have to work on first class. I have to do all the little tiny things that we had talked about in the past of making her just a little bit cooler and making it run cooler and making everything else cooler. Get that floor covered up. All kinds of things. But I've been using Opie's bed while he wasn't with me. If you're new to the channel, most of the times I sleep upstairs and Opie gets downstairs. Upstairs wouldn't have worked at all. Above my head, above this point right here and up, has probably been 90 to 100 degrees the entire week. Even at night it's been miserable up there, because when I stand up you can feel it versus down here. So we have to do some insulating up there and get things to try to make it a little bit better. I'm going to jump on the phone, see if I can get a hold of Mom and Dad and make sure everything is kosher with them now. I did hear that they are back on Interstate 90 and westbound for Hill City, South Dakota. But whenever I call Mom wears earbuds because she watches YouTube. Well, those things got to switch over. And the first couple times calling, it's them trying to get it switched over. Then probably by about the third time calling, they have it off and you can talk to them on the phone. So it's going to take me a little bit to get a hold of them and see if Mom has calmed down yet. I can picture it right now. I can picture Dad driving through that water, him being a little nervous, and Mom just freaking out. Because I can promise you Sarah would have been freaking out driving through that much water. But they didn't have a choice. It wasn't one of those things where you don't drive through flood water. You have to drive through it from where they were, because everything was flooding around them. The way it sounded, they just basically got stuck in a big U and everything flooded right there. Who knows? Alright, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please throw a like down there, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. We hit 60,000 subscribers, and me, flat out, I'm amazed by it. Now, I have a lot of videos out. I bet I've put out almost 1,000 videos to get to that 60,000 subscribers, versus a lot of these younger ones out here are hitting, 60 to 100,000 subscribers with under 200 videos. So that's why I always say I appreciate my subscribers more than anybody will ever know, because I'm a very boring, not well-spoken, horrible videographer kind of guy. And when I put these out here on YouTube and you guys watch them, and then let alone you subscribe to them, just appreciate it. So thank you. You guys stay safe, and as always, I will see you next time. Hello, baby Opie. How are you? Hello, big boy Jax. Hi. Hi. Are you good? It's raining right now, and it's bright sunshine. Yeah, I know. I know. What craziness is this? Come on. Raining and bright sunshine. If you guys were wondering just how humid it is out. You good, Ope? Why don't we go? Hey, why don't we go in for a little bit? It's raining.